Today I'll be talking about my 6 favorite fountain pen inks from my collection. I'll be swatching them with you so that you can see all the beautiful properties about them. I'll have chapters in the video so you can skip to one if you want to see a specific ink. Otherwise, let's unbox these and get swatching. Here are the fountain pen inks. A lot of the bottles are really small. So we have 3 from Colorverse and 2 from Ferris Wheel Press. And then we have a larger one, which is my newest addition to my collection, from J. Herbin, and this is quite a large bottle. All of these are glistening or shimmering inks. I really love me some sparkle, so we'll be able to see some of the sparkly properties of all of these inks, so I'm really excited. In no particular order, let's start with this one. This is NGC 1850 from Colorverse. It's in this really cute little bottle, and it has like a greeny blue shimmer in it, which is so pretty. And it's a dark blue ink with a crazy red sheen as well. So there's lots going on in this ink, and that's why I love it so much. I'm very much like a blues and greens kind of person you'll see in this video. So I'm gonna shake it up and get it ready to swatch. I'm going to be using my J. Herbin glass dip pen for this. It's a blue one. It's really great for swatching and for writing letters and using an ink without having to ink up a whole pen, which is awesome. And I will be using my coloring ink testing book. It has 100 papers to swatch ink on, and it's really easy to reorganize and everything because you can take things on and off the ring. So I'm going to take one of these off of the ring to use and put the rest to the side for now. And I will go in with the dip pen. I like to dip it in and then kind of touch the edge just to let the extra rub off. NGC 1850 from Colorverse. And you can start to see the green shimmer and that red sheen coming through. I have a feeling that we won't actually see the dark blue ink underneath it all because this paper will probably bring out the sheening and shimmer properties more than anything. Here is what NGC 1850 looks like completely dry in indirect light. Here is what NGC 1850 looks like in direct sunlight. It is so gorgeous. Look at all of the shimmer and the sheening. Ugh, it looks so beautiful. And we'll go in with this Ferris Wheel Press one next. This is Green with Curiosity by Ferris Wheel Press. It's part of their Fairy Tales collection. I love the lid they have and the little glitter decorations on the bottle. It's one of their tiny ones, and I love that because I can go through it quicker than a larger bottle. So it has some blue-green shimmer here, and it is a green ink. I believe there's also some sheening as well, so we'll get to see that in the ink. So I'll just agitate it a bit. And it's green. Yes. Here's how it looks wet. You can see that red sheen starting to come through, and the shimmer will start to come through soon as well. Here is what Green with Curiosity looks like, completely dry in indirect light at different angles. And here is what Green with Curiosity looks like in direct sunlight now that it's completely dry. Look at that red sheen and the shimmer. Gorgeous. We'll put that aside and let it be with its friend over here and grab the next one. So this is Horsehead Nebula by Colorverse as well. It's another glistening ink. This one is pink, reddish pink, and it has a pink shimmer too, which I thought was pretty unique. Usually you see gold or silver, but even the blue shimmer is pretty unique. I like that a lot. So this is a 15 ml bottle and it's super cute and tiny. I love me a pink ink every so often. I usually gravitate toward like the blues and greens, but pink is a great way to change it up, especially in the spring. Get a little bit more color in there. You can definitely see how bright, sort of almost fuchsia colored this is. And I put down a little bit too much ink on the S of Horsehead, so that will be a little bit brighter, maybe a little bit more sparkly. And we'll see how it turns out. But this is what it looks like as it dries. Here's what Horsehead Nebula looks like completely dry at different angles in indirect light. It's so beautiful and bright. Just love it. Here is what Horsehead Nebula looks like completely dry in direct sunlight. Love how bright it is, how sparkly it is. It's just stunning. Put that over here. Put that away. And we'll go into the next one. This is J. Urban's Vert Atlantide. It's part of their 350-year anniversary line, I believe. And look at that. That shimmer is crazy. It's gold and silver shimmer. And this is a really nice, like, muted, evergreen sort of color. As you can tell, I'm more into the brighter, more fantastical colors, but I got this in a giveaway as well. The same one from the coloring set, and this actually surprised me and how much that I loved it. The muted green, and sometimes to me it looks a little bit more gray green, is so beautiful and so nice for winter and fall when you're just thinking about like misty evergreen trees on a mountainside or something like that. Beautiful. Here's what it looks like as it's drying. The green is such a beautiful shade. I don't have anything like this in my collection, even though I have quite a few greens. I've already put it in one of my pens as well, and I've been really enjoying using it. Here's what Vert Atlantide from J. Urban looks like in indirect light. Here is what Vert Atlantide looks like in direct sunlight. Look at how glittery and sparkly that is. Gold and silver shimmer. Even in the writing, you can definitely pick it up in direct light. Just so beautiful. Next we have Tumbling Time Blue from Ferris Wheel Press. You can see the beautiful bright blue shimmer. This one also has a red sheen to it and a dark blue base. It's part of their Fairy Tales collection, as well as the Green with Curiosity ink from before. I really love what they're doing with this line. They're always coming out with really interesting mixes of colors and colors of shimmer and sheening, and I really love inks that are really extra, so it's been exciting to see what they come out with over time. But these two, I saw them come out and I immediately grabbed them just because I felt like they were exactly what I wanted and something I was looking for. Tumbling. It's such a bright cobalt blue. I really love just how bright it is, how different of a color it is. And when that red sheen comes out and it looks like a vibrant purple red, oh, it looks so good. I just love it. You can see, oh my God. Well, I guess I got some ink on my hands. Whoops. It's bound to happen. Here's what it looks like as it's drying. You can already see that amazing red sheen coming through, and the whole thing looks very purpley blue, almost pink in some cases. It's gorgeous. Here's what Tumbling Time Blue looks like in indirect light, completely dry. That red sheen really comes out. Here is Tumbling Time Blue in direct sunlight. Again, that red sheen is just incredible. And the glitter really picks up in the direct light. You almost can't see any blue. It looks more purple. You can see that red sheen really come through in the writing. Assess the damage. Sometimes I dip the pen too far into the ink, and then where I end up holding it is where a lot of ink ends up being. Also, it doesn't help that that ink was blue and the barrel of this is blue. Yeah, you can see there's still some left on it. So I couldn't even see it. It's okay. I'm one of those people that don't really mind. You know, this is pretty bad, I will say. It'll fade pretty quickly, but if this is something you don't like, then I suggest wearing gloves. Okay, final one here. Let's see if I can get through this without covering my entire hand in ink. This is Mystic Mountain. Even though I said these are in no particular order, I think this one might be my absolute favorite, at least so far. This one is by Colorverse as well. It's another glistening 15 milliliter ink, and it has this beautiful pink shimmer to it. And it's a periwinkle color ink. I'm usually not a big fan of more pastel inks. I find them hard to read and just not really my style, as you can probably tell from the ones that I was showing today. I am usually not a big pastel person, but this one hits it just right. There's just enough pigment in it that it's still easy to read and a joy to use. And who doesn't love pink shimmer? Like, come on. And of course, periwinkle and that color is one of my favorite colors. Now I'm scared. I'm gonna get it all over my hands. Swatching. It looks a little bit darker when you first put it down, and then it lightens a little bit as it dries, which I really like. There's just something about putting down a nice dark ink on a paper. Like, there's no mistaking it. I'm writing something important and you can see it on the paper. You're not squinting to see a pastel ink on the page. Let that dry a little bit. This is what it looks like as it starts to dry. You can see it's lightening on the edges and a little bit of that pink shimmer is starting to come through. Here's what Mystic Mountain looks like completely dry in indirect light. Here is what Mystic Mountain looks like in direct sunlight. You get that pink shimmer, the beautiful periwinkle purple blue, and the writing is just gorgeous. So beautiful. Those are my current favorite inks in my collection. As you can see, I really love the glitter, the shimmer, the sheening, and the shading in all 6 of these inks. I would love to know what your favorites are currently and if any of mine also made it onto your list. In the future, I'd love to swatch more inks on my channel, so if you're interested in that, let me know. And until then, I will see you in the next video.